All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Carolina Panthers. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. His first carry, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Throwing on 3rd down, Locke. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. Now it's Newton. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Newton now to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. The ball comes out. Newton now to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 3rd down, it's Owens, and he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Newton on first down. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
That one goes for 24 yards. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. Now Newton. Escaping the pressure right. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Ian Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys are able to strike for 6. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find a target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Locke. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Luck able to find Hilton there for a Colt first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run with Hines. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here's Hines on a toss play. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And I can see why they're ranked 4th in the NFL against the run. I mean, they are tough to move the ball against. I mean, they have a little bit of everything, right? Run stoppers inside, guys who can make plays outside.
We've seen them shut down running games already this year. They're at it again. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
But this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Flushed out right. And to the tight end Olsen, right side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. On first down, Newton. He's going to loft one deep left, and he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. In for the score. And the Panthers add on to their lead. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A gain of 3, second down.
Wrong. Let it roll.
Now a toss play. It's Hines. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Locke. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston, then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 2nd and 10, Locke. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. John Simon in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Gun, gun.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to fire. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45.
What's that? 180. Hey, watch the lane. Great.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play.
Here we go. Right to the 3.
He'll get it up the middle. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And it is now 21-0. Gano out to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll send you down. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. 2nd half action underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice 1st half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 1st and 10, Newton. He's going to let this one go. He's got a man complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there for the Panthers. 54 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Gun. Hey, get right down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some space here. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Hey, get right down. Get right down. Gun, gun. Run it up.
And they'll run it here. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
White to the 3.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Panthers on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that
the Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. From the gun, here's Love. It's complete. Deion Kane working the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Luck in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to go. It's Luck. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Anthony Walker coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Here's Newton. And the pressure gets to him again.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, he gets everything he could into this one. The trajectory's good. It's definitely online. It just needs a little more oomph behind it, and it'll wind up falling just shy of the crossbar.
On first down, Locke looking deep for Hilton. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Stepping out with his man or zone. Deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Good for a Colt first down. The former Lion Ebron there bringing it in from Andrew Luck. On first down, it's Luck. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll fake it. Now Luck. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
On first down, it's Newton. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around.
And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. From the end zone, Newton. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hairston. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. After the interception, it's Locke. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal. Throwing is Locke. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And the receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And some room to work. There he goes left side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Hey. 4 down.
Fresh off the pick 6, it's Luck. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Luck on 1st down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Now it's Luck. Now they go screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And the Panthers coming out now. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. In on the tackle, Kamoko Toure.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. The Panthers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Newton. Steps away to his left. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Locke. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And they'll go on the ground. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, giving them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Dancing to his left. Taking a shot for Samuel. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
Now a 1st down throw. Locke. And he'll find the open man on the right side. It's Kane. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So it was the defense that jumped, and that'll move them 5 yards closer.
I wonder how they did it. I wonder if they twitched a little bit up front, a little subtle head movement the officials didn't detect, but they got it done. Now they're 5 yards closer for their field goal attempt.
So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the kick is good, so they avoid the shutout, but still a tough one to swallow here. They only post 3 points, and this game is over. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal: win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for Carolina, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9.